are you? I'm doing decent. One second. Okay, there we go. Could be better. Why? What's going on? It's a long story. Fair enough. Well, I'll just say I hope you feel better. Kitty! This is Monster. You love that name? I do. And it matches him so well. He's a little hellcat. Boop. Hello, baby. Boop. Oh, the kitties. Thank you for liking the live. If anybody is in here, please tap the screen. It always helps. It makes it so much easier for me. You could just keep booping his nose. Boop, 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 boop. What am I onto or into? What do you mean? Please, please, please tap the screen. Everybody that's in here. Don't you look good tonight? Well, thank you. How are you? Into or not? Well, I am into all kinds of things, like metaphysical things. I do tarot. I'm a rapid transformational therapist. I like cats. I like ghosts and things. Psychology, music, art. What about you? Astrology. Yeah, I'm into astrology. I just am still learning more about it. I just have a lot to learn. But I'm definitely into it, I guess. Or if you've ever had your natal chart drawn up and like translated for you, it says so much about your life and about yourself and everything. It's crazy. It's undeniable, I think, once you read it. Thank you for the follow. If you guys can please tap the screen, that'd be great. Thank you. Oh, and it begins. Hello. Can I know about myself? You can learn all kinds of stuff about yourself. You can show us 5 that's in here? What do you mean? Oh, you can show us 5 that are in here. What do you mean, show you? Like natal charts? I'm confused. Thank you for the follow, Landy. Okay, so at least one person tapped the screen. Unless it's just not changing on my side. But I'm from Cali. Thank you for liking it, Trip. I want to know my future from a reliable resource. Well, okay, so with future predictions, it's kind of temperamental. Like, it's, because there's too much at play. Like, there's a difference between, like, your destined path and the most likely outcome because of free will that each person is able to partake in. So, just from a mindset or a belief change, a lot can be altered for the future. So, although I'd love to say that I myself would be a reliable contact for that, or any other reader, unfortunately, no reader is going to be 100% guaranteed, just like you can't guarantee what you plan on doing in the future at this point. However, what would be the most positive solution for you, or what would be the most likely next step that you're going to experience, or what path will get you there the quickest, those are all things that can definitely be determined. But if it's something in the present moment that you're wanting to know about, that also can be determined. And if it's something in the past, then we can also dive into that and explore why it happened and the beliefs behind it, or the feelings behind it, etc. The circumstances. I would be very cautious of anybody that tells you they can 100% guarantee that their answer for the future is able to be determined. Be very cautious of those ones, because they might also have snake oil. Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. Tap the screen, people, please. It doesn't cost you anything, and actually it helps you out because it does burn calories and builds muscle. Greetings. What am I seeing? Where? When? Right this second? I am seeing that. There was an idea that you've... Oh, where I'm looking. I have a security camera right there. Or, well, my TV is right there. But on the TV is my security camera, and a giant spider just crawled across it. It's pretty neat. The other day during a reading, my lights all went off, though, and then popped back on. Oh, giant spider again. Nice to meet you. This is not a new page, no. I've had it for about a year, I think. I only come on like maybe 4 times a month, though. Or maybe 3 times a month. I'm not on as very often as I should. Hello, hello. Yes, I do yes or no's for any gift. And then for readings, you can Cash App or Venmo. Or book privately through my site. anybody that is interested in knowing, I also am a hypnotherapist and a rapid transformational therapist and a perspective coach. So if anybody needs any help with anything in life, as far as your healing journey goes, or your motivation, or your happiness, etc., definitely your one-stop place to shop. Thank you. Do I feel like everybody's astrology signs line up with them? Yes. As far as the full overlook of them, yes. Now, just their sun sign, there's going to be a lot of things that might be incongruent, but once you break it down, like throughout your whole chart, yes, very much so. But I do think it's important to remember that there is a light side and a shadow side to each of the signs and placements. So it really does depend on which side the person is going to fall on. Okay, so will Jonas commit to Maria? Will Jonas commit to Maria? Will he commit to Maria for a long time? Yes, Maria. Thank you for liking live, Lola. Lola love. Oh, and look at this, Maria. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. And quickly, some type of fast communication is going to happen for you. How do you find out the dark side of it? You could do your research on it. Like, just search for like the shadow aspects of the signs. But you could also, just basically take the antonym of whatever the sign's description is. So let's say it's loyalty, like that could be switched to like selfishness, or like if it's like appreciates comfort foods, it could be switched to like gluttony, or like eating to self-soothe, Yes, dependent. That would be a better description for loyalty. Yes. Yes, you may. For yes or no's, it's any gift, and then for questions like that you want an actual reading for, it's Cash App or Venmo. Yeah, but you should be able to find like probably like online, like on Google or something, or maybe even on YouTube, something that talks about like an article or something that will talk about the shadow aspects. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, if that's the question, but. Thank you for liking the live, everybody who's doing it. I appreciate you. What's an air therapist? Oh, you mean RTT? Rapid Transformational Therapy? I know, spell check. It's Rapid Transformational Therapy. It's a hybrid therapy that uses hypnosis, and then while induced in the state of hypnosis, we combine psychotherapy, CBT, so cognitive behavioral therapy, and NLT, neuro linguistic programming. and it's all combined into the hypnosis to help to tap into the subconscious mind and to find the core beliefs or the core moments in time that a certain belief or negative thought, etc., fear, whatever it may be, was actually created, and then we reframe those memories and then transform them into new beliefs that will be more beneficial for the person. So it can help with things like anxiety, depression, PTSD even. It can help with also things like chronic pains that are psychosomatic. It can help with anybody that feels unlovable or unappreciated, even though people are showing appreciation. It can help with attachment style issues. It can help with all sorts of things. And what it is, it takes about 4 hours. The session costs $200. Well, it's usually $250, but it's on sale right now for $200. And then you have a recording that you would listen to for 21 days afterwards, at least 21 days. And that will help to fully wire in the problem. Now, the thing that's great about it, the thing that is like a game changer in my eyes, is that with traditional therapies, like you're looking at years of talk therapy for it to make a real big, like anything that is going to be like noticeably different. With hypnosis itself, you're looking at least like 6 to 12 sessions for something to really make an impact for a change. And with RTT, you're looking at anywhere from 1 to 3 sessions is the preferred goal, basically. Like, it's something that I've rarely had people need more than 2 sessions for something. So it's fast, it's rapid, and the session is only 4 hours at longest. It can even be up to an hour, so 1 to 4 hours. And then that 1-day recording, which is only a 10-15 minute recording that you listen to each night before bed or in the morning or whenever you choose. And it makes impacts majorly quickly. Yes, I do them online. So everything that I do is through a webcam and through Skype or Google Meets or even Facebook Messenger, depending on what the person has available on their side. And then the actual session would be done with your video on, so I could see you, just so I can monitor everything's going okay. And you would just need to lay back and listen, basically. It's super easy. There is like a 15-minute consultation call that would happen either on the day of the session, right before we start, or it can happen beforehand, depending on what your time schedule looks like. And then, it's a very seamless and easy and rapid process and experience. I've used it on myself for multiple areas, like having people that were in my training in my school do it for me. I've also done it on myself, and I've done it on a lot of people, basically, that are in my life. They've all used it at some point, but it makes a big difference. It makes a quick impact. And it's pretty neat because it's one of those impacts that, like, you don't notice it at first. Kind of like when something stops hurting, you don't quite notice it at first, and then when you look back, you're like, wait a minute, I've been driving perfectly fine without any anxiety. What? Like, that's crazy. Like, because it's not something that like changes your mind. Like, it just reframes the way that you perceive the situations and the beliefs. And that's so it doesn't change you. And that's the really neat part of it, I think. You think that we all need it on some level? I totally agree with that. Yeah. I think if more people were willing to look into therapies and things like that, for certain specific areas of their life that they might be struggling with, I think that there would be a big change in the world, the way that people relate to each other. Personally, I feel like everybody should go through some type of therapy after a breakup or before a breakup, like when you're in the process of leaving, but so you don't go into the next situation damaged. That's, But yeah, it's pretty amazing actually. And then I also do have like training or knowledge and education in other areas of like coaching and healing. So when I work with my clients, like if it's like a life coaching client or prospective coaching client, a lot of times they'll come to me and they'll just be like, I don't know what I need. And that's what we use the coaching session to figure out. And then we go from there, because I do have at least one trained skill in each category of healing, and I can definitely learn more if it needs to be done. Does the recent shift of ascension change the process at all? No. I have not found a reason that it would need to, no. I think that the main thing for anybody that I've worked with so far is that you really truly have to go into it with the desire to fix what you're needing to fix or wanting to fix. If you go into it with kind of like somebody forced you to do it, it's going to be a lot like how it is when people have an addiction and they weren't ready to quit. Somebody made them go to rehab. It's going to make it harder for the process. But if you are 100% into it, like, and you're ready, you're just, you're done with what you were before, you want to be a new, like, improved self, then it's 100% a great journey for you. And also if you're open to hypnosis. Some people don't believe in it, other people do. Some people are fearful of it. But if you're open to it and you go into it with an open mind, then you'll have the best results. And you don't have like an expected, like you're not like expecting it to be a certain way, like you just go into it totally open-minded. Am I on other platforms as well? I'm on the Salvia app for tarot reading. I'm also, if you can go to premium.chat/AmberEnergy healer to call me directly. And then I'm also, I have my website, AmberEnergyHealer.com. I also have Instagram and Snapchat. Also Amber Energy Healer on those. And I used to work on Arena, I do not any longer because their prices were too high. I didn't feel good about the shift that happened over there with management. I'm also on My Wellbeing. I do have a coaching profile up on there as well. And Facebook, of course. Okay, very cool. I will follow you and refer as needed. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, check out my videos on YouTube. Oh, on YouTube also, I have a lot of free, timeless, collective pick-a-card readings. And I also have a bunch of other resources on my YouTube. I have like playlists that I've created for specific issues and specific things that people could need references for or resources for. And then I also obviously have my videos on here. What, baby boy? Don't roll off. Don't you love how cats just trust fall? They just decide they want to roll and see if you're going to catch them, because that means you love them. I think someone sent you a heart gift. Thank you for sharing your gifts and creating your page. You're welcome. Thank you. Did somebody send me a gift? Did the person that sent a gift, if somebody sent a gift, would you like to ask a question? Or if somebody did? I have 2 3/4 vodka. Mine has 3 legs, but beats the hell out of the 4 legs. Why does he like 3 legs? Do I feel like cats are humans reincarnated? You know, I do feel like they are very human-like. They have a very much like a humanized personality. But I feel like all animals could be humans reincarnated. But there's a difference. Like, you know how sometimes with animals, like, it's like you look at their eyes and you can just tell there's like a soul behind it. Like, there's like a little, like, yeah, like a person. Like they are consciously there with you. And then there's other ones that you look at their eyes and like they just seem blank, like, and they just seem like just straight like robotic almost. Yeah, so I think that the ones that have like that soul behind the eyes, I think definitely are. And then I think the other ones are probably just other life forms, you know, like just the animal itself. Because I think there's a big difference between the two. Yes, yeah. Yeah, like all animals. Like there's just 2 different types, you know. Oh, thank you for the rose. Would you like to ask a question? Your wife cheated on you? Is that what you're asking, or is that just the preface for what you're asking? Okay. Did Miguel's wife? What's your wife's first name? Did Alicia cheat on Miguel? Okay, so I am getting a yes for that. Did Alicia cheat on Miguel physically? But I'm getting a no for physically. She cheated on Miguel mentally. This would be like a mental or emotional. Like, but I'm not getting that it was a physical. Does she plan on cheating on Miguel? Does Alicia plan on cheating on Miguel physically? She actually does not plan on cheating on you physically. What you're going to need to know, Miguel, in order to like reverse this or to get her to like refocus her loyalties is for you to actually stand in your power and assert your assert your essence in your space, so being somebody that's like owning your space, like be confident in your position in your household or in your relationship. Also really tap into your like masculine ability to be like somebody that conquests after things. Also, it's important to not focus all your time at work, but to have a passion in your life. So if you're somebody that focuses a lot of time on your wife and on your work, and then you don't do anything for yourself, you can become very like paranoid, or like you can be very nervous or anxious or feel like out of place, like because you're so focused elsewhere. Now, if you were somebody that like knows what your hobby is, and like you make sure, like let's say you golf, right, like, and you go golfing every Saturday, no matter what, like that's actually something that will tend to pull your wife towards you, because she'll start like wondering why your free time isn't focused on what she's doing. Also, like if you're somebody that's working over the top and like you're never home, it's important that you don't waste your life away at the job when you should be enjoying the company of your family and your partner. So try to dedicate more time to her in ways that are masculine and confident in your own, like in your own power. Like be that leader. Also, like being somebody who's more interested in having fun with her and like flirting with her than somebody that is interested in routine or mundane things. So basically, be optimistic and be playful, and she'll start naturally gravitating back to you, but she's extremely in lack right now. So it's important to figure out why she's in lack, so that you can figure out what it is in yourself that you are in lack of, so that you can correct both at the same time when possible. If you'd like to do couples mediation, where I help you guys communicate your conflicts, etc., and to relate or understand each other, or to understand your partner better, let me know. I do offer coaching sessions for that. Thank you. You have a blessed night as well. Okie dokie. Well, it is a pretty slow night in here. I'm going to log off for a little bit. I might be back on shortly. Would you like to purchase a reading? You can do so through Venmo or through the Phoenix Concepts on Cash App. AmberEnergy Healer. Okay, so it's $25 for a reading, and my Cash App is AmberEnergy Healer, and my Venmo is the Phoenix Concept. If you would also like, there's also the option on premium.chat/AmberEnergy Healer, where you can call me directly for either a video chat call or a audio call or a texting your like messages type readings. one. Sleepy boy, huh? Thank you for liking the live. I'm going to actually be right back. BRB. If you were going to be sending that, Eric, or doing that, let me know real quick before because I'm going to be logging off real quick, but you can also, okay, well, I will be right back. But Eric, if you did already send it or something, then just send me a message and I will give you a call to do it, okay?